Tears of the Kingdom is huge. Have you ever wondered how massive open games like this can display this giant world without crashing? Let me break something down for you. More polygons means more strain on your hardware. To get around this limitation, game developers use something called LODs, or level of detail. Instead of having just one super high poly model of an object, game developers create multiple versions of the same object at different levels of detail. Up close, you get the high poly model in all of its glory. But as you move away and that object becomes less critical, the game sneakily swaps out the high detail model for a simpler, low poly one. This clever trick means that your hardware only has to work on the most important stuff in your immediate view. But LODs get even more interesting than that. LODs can consider other factors like your angle of view, your screen size, the player speed, and even lighting levels in the environment. But there's already a big problem. Let's use my current obsession, Apex Legends, as an example. As you're moving in and out of a certain range, you might notice a sudden change in the visual detail of the environments or objects. This abrupt transition between different levels of detail can be pretty noticeable. So over the years, game developers have come up with some pretty sneaky solutions to reduce the noticeable effect of pop-ins. Let's look at Ghost of Tsushima, for example. The developers used a technique where they seamlessly blended the LOD transitions together. As you approach, the grass transitions slowly from low to high detail as the vertices of the polygons blend together seamlessly. Pretty cool stuff. Some games apply alpha fading or dithering to their LODs. When an object needs to shift from a high detail model to a lower one, it gradually fades in or out rather than instantly swapping, making the transition much smoother. But I haven't told you everything, because even with LODs, there's no way Tears of the Kingdom can run smoothly while displaying thousands of even low detail trees miles away on Switch hardware. The game swaps out 3D models with completely flat 2D images called billboards. This may seem like it would never work, but the trees are so far away that you cannot tell the difference. Take Genshin Impact, for example, where the grass closest to the camera is 3D modeled and animated grass, but turns into 2D billboard grass as you move further away, and becomes a simple, flat grass texture at furthest distances. But LODs aren't just used for 3D models. LODs can be used in managing textures. In Doom, the developers introduced a concept known as megatextures. They crafted one giant texture for the entire level and rendered portions of this vast texture at different detail levels based on the distance from the player's viewpoint. Game AI can also be optimized using LODs. Alien Isolation serves as an amazing example of this. The game implements two separate AI systems to control the alien's behavior. When the alien is close to the player, a detailed and complex AI system takes over and drives its actions. When the alien is far from the player, a simple AI system takes over and guides the creature in the general direction of the player, maintaining the threat while keeping computational load lower. Animation is another area where LODs are beneficial. Take Assassin's Creed Unity as an example. The NPCs in close proximity to the player are animated with a detailed model comprising of about 300 bones. However, NPCs further away use a simpler 11 bone model. The complexity of NPC interactions is also governed in this manner. The NPCs near the player perform intricate actions and animations, while those at a distance stick to much simpler movements. So yeah, LODs are pretty cool.